How should I do this? Should I do like it in order? Okay. Just gonna wait until she gets back. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the sorrow. Nobody knows. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a haul. Toki and I have been back from our Disney trip for about 4 months. I wanted to show off all the stuff that we got. So the way we're going to do this is we'll start off with my stuff. You'll notice I didn't really get a lot, and then from there we'll go on to the stuff that Toki got. Go ahead and start off with something that I just realized that is kind of really heartbreaking. So yeah, so I got the Buzz Lightyear ears. I think I got these at the Emporium on Main Street in Magic Kingdom, and they were really awesome. Toki picked them out. They were the best looking of all the ears that were there, and they still broke off eventually, so I'm gonna have to glue these back on, but this is how it should look. Oh, okay. On the side they say to infinity and beyond. If I noticed that before and forgot, I'm just now discovering it again. But yeah, they're also very comfortable. I was able to wear them like all day. I wore them all day at Hollywood Studios, and I wore them like the rest of the night the first day that I got them at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, they're really cool. I'm sad that they broke, but I should be able to fix them. Not too bad. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to show is my magic band that I got. It is a Mickey magic band. It's got the red, yellow, and white and black designs. I think it's really cool and simple. I wanted to get the flower and garden one, but they were all out of it when we were there. And we kept looking and looking, and then I saw this one. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So I got it. This is the main one that I used while I was in the parks. And then, like, throughout the trip, I decided that I would use this one while we were in the parks, and then I used my gray one that came with our reservation while we had our off day. This is the sword that you get when you go to Cinderella's Royal Table. I think the gentlemen usually get the swords, and then the ladies get their wands. But yeah, this is like, it's not necessarily something I bought, but it just came with our Princess Breakfast. So I think it's pretty cool. You can see, I think right there it says CRT for Cinderella's Royal Table. It's just like a little plastic sword, but it's a cool thing to commemorate that experience. Next, I would break out my keys. Last day, Toki got me these this keychain. It's got all the park icons on there. I can try and show them as best as I can. Okay, yep. So all the park icons there. All 4 of them, Mickey and Minnie, and then Walt Disney World thing right there. I bought a new park bag that I'll probably use as my standard park bag until I decide that I find another one that I like. But it's got Mickey on one side and Minnie on the other with a yellow and blue color scheme. I also got a fuel rod. I actually got this at one of the airports on the way down, but I'm sure that this fuel rod right here is from one of the parks, either one of the parks or resorts. I'll go ahead and show some of my pressed pennies. It's probably one from one of the resorts, either at Art of Animation or one of the other resorts that we visited. I believe Art of Animation, because it's the daisy with the ice cream cone. This is a Simba one from Art of Animation. Get a good look at that. So a couple more Disney ones, and then I have one I got from Universal. I wanted it, the Flower and Garden. I guess you would call this like a raglan style shirt, or baseball shirt. Nothing on the back, but it's the Mickey Gardner one. I thought it was really cool. It's got the year that the Mickey and Fred Seed Company was established, I think. Now, believe it or not, there's a shirt in here. I kept the packaging because I thought that the Tasty line, shirts and stuff, was really cool. And I got this one. I noticed I haven't been saying prices on a lot of these. I just noticed the price tag. I'm like, this was $40. And if you open up, you can see a shirt in there. It has got a Mickey-shaped pizza on it with Mickey-shaped pepperonis. When we met Alice, she thought that they were raspberry tarts, which is pretty funny. It's also that baseball style, which I really kind of turned to in shirts. But yeah, it's very well made. I like the material and it looks good. My last piece of merch, probably the most expensive thing that I bought, was the official Gryffindor house robe from Diagon Alley at not Islands of Adventure, at Universal Studios at Universal Orlando. So you can kind of see the patch there a little bit. Yeah, I've always felt like a Gryffindor my entire life, because, you know, everyone said I looked like Harry, and I just kind of associated myself with the house. We took our official Pottermore quizzes, and I did get Gryffindor, so this isn't a misbuy. I did get the right house, and I also like how they have a little pocket just for the wand. Very useful, especially when you're doing, you know, the spells around the park. That does it for my merch, my souvenirs, and now we are moving on to Toki. She's going to be handing stuff to me, and I'll be explaining it. So whatever she hands me, throws in my lap, I'll just tell you about it. So, one of Toki's favorite superheroes is Spider-Man, and we always have to go on the Spider-Man ride at least 5 times when we go to Islands of Adventure, because it's just the best ride. This and the gift shop outside the Spider-Man ride. Visor, Universal Studios on the back. Yeah, I think she wore this a lot. I really like this. Okay, next. Okay, so Toki also got a robe, and again, she kind of identifies herself with Ravenclaw, and ended up getting Ravenclaw for her official Pottermore quiz. So, you know, it's got the dark blue colors of the Ravenclaw house, and of course wand pocket and all that. Okay. So when we went in 2018, I had gotten my interactive wand of Harry, and Toki told herself that this time she would get one, and hers is Luna Lovegood, which is one of her favorite characters, also a Ravenclaw. Interactive wands are a little more expensive than the regular ones, just because you can do the spells within the park, and they also all come with a map to Diagon Alley at Universal Studios and Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. And then you take out the wand, and yeah, it's got like a flowery design there at the base. You can kind of see the emitter at the end where the spells will read. And yeah, it's just really lightweight and cool. It's a cool design. Good choice. On Disney merchandise, and we're going to start out with headwear. So, this is obviously a Minnie Mouse visor, and it's really sparkly and cool. It's got the bow up there at the top. And you can spin it around. See, there's lettering on the back. Next, Millennial Pink mini ears, which was one of the colors that Disney came out with sometime last year, I think, or early this year. Yep, that's a millennial pink sequin. These, I believe, are like 27-ish, like standard ears. Sparkly. Next are the rainbow ears. And I think these are a great way to celebrate your pride. And they're just really, really cool looking. And these are probably like $27 before tax. The prized Princess Jasmine magic carpet ears. These are awesome. As soon as she saw these, she knew she had to have them. Yeah, you get a closer look at the magic carpet. And Jasmine's little head jewel there in the center. Looks really, really cool. Moving on to shirts. Of course, we stayed at Art of Animation this time around, and here is one of the Art of Animation shirts you can get. I like how it kind of fades down into a darker blue. It has like that tie-dye feel. You've got all the characters from the movies that are represented at the resort, and I don't know, I like it. It's a good shirt. Next, they have a hooded long sleeve. It says Park Hopper. It's pretty thin, good material. Don't remember how much it was. Where'd you get it? It's in Tomorrowland, but she wears this quite a bit. Comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it is. Don't. Sorry. Next up is a rainbow tie-dye spirit jersey that she got. Now, the story behind this one is that she was looking for the millennial pink one. She couldn't find it. They didn't have it anymore, so she stuck with this one. But I still think it's pretty cool. It's very colorful. It's got the sparkly Walt Disney World letters on the back. Yeah, it's a good spirit jersey. All these spirit jerseys are like $64.99, something like that. But I think that they're pretty good. They're like a park staple now. Next up, another spirit jersey. And this is specifically for the 2019 Flower and Garden Festival, which is fantastic. And this is the garden party. Got Minnie on the back. There you go. Oh boy, next up here we got the Tiki Room spirit jersey. I think we found this right outside of the. I don't remember exactly where we found it. It was in one of the outdoor shop areas.
It was right next to the attraction, basically.
Yeah.
One of the shops there.
Yep. Yeah, I really love the dark green on this one, and tiki birds all over it. Love it. Next up is the rose gold spirit jersey. I think she is close to, if not pretty much completed with the rose gold collection.
The only thing I don't have is the fanny pack.
Yep, the only thing she does not have is the fanny pack, but I mean, look at that. Awesome. Quite the perfect segue into our next few pieces here. Now, the first one is the rose gold backpack. The Loungefly mini backpack, and boy is it sparkly and shiny. We got this one at one of the shops at Disney Springs, I believe. Mm-hmm. We went in the first night we were there, we went in and saw it. I think this one was on the more expensive side, like between 70 to 80, maybe even 90, I don't really remember. One of those, but there you go. And then right after that is the rose gold phone case. It is a Minnie Mouse design with the bow up there. Real sparkly. Fashionable. And then it's a wallet case, so open it up. Got room for your cards and your phone. All in one. So, next up is the Captain Marvel Loungefly. Found this at Disney Springs as well, in the World Disney Store. And we had just saw the movie or seen, I don't know. Just saw the movie before we left. And then right here are her Delta wings. She did get her wings for her first time flying, and she decided to put them on her Captain Marvel bag because, you know, higher, further, faster, baby. So we have here the wand that the ladies get at Cinderella's royal table. So I don't know if you can read that. And then it's got the star, and then the princesses, I think. Was this already there, or did somebody give us this? Put the wishing star on the table, and then you wave the wand, and then stuff happens because magic. I think we're about halfway through. Yeah, so we got this at Toy Story Land, which is what? She. Toki got this Luxo ball at Toy Story Land. I think at one of the kiosks right outside Slinky Dog Dash. But it's really cool. She kind of keeps it on her shelves, and it's just like a really cool piece just to have. Oh, it's a bouncy ball. It bounces. Next we have a dire horse. You got this in Pandora at Animal Kingdom, and it's a little dire horse pony, and it's so adorable. Look at that. It's even got the connectors up there. I don't know if that's the proper term for them. And then of course the 6 legs. It's really soft, and of course adorable. Here you go. Oh, this was a surprising find. Toki is a little bit of an anime fan. Little bit. And her favorite movie of all time, Princess Mononoke by Hayao Miyazaki. And we just happened to find the entire movie in manga form, which is fantastic. So she had to get all of them. So you can see there's a different image on the front. For each of the books. Little sneak peek of what's on the inside. It's basically a Japanese graphic novel, that's what mangas are, but yeah, it's cool that the pages are colored because usually in mangas they're black and white. Next up is keychains. So first we have this adorable little Pluto keychain. Look at that. Up is Mickey, and she usually has these hanging off of her bags, and they're adorable. She always keeps them together. So next up, she's got her Magic Kingdom keychain, and you can see right there. Other side. Cinderella Castle during the day. So here we go. This is the Flower and Garden gift card keychain. You can kind of just slide on your wrist. You can load money onto this, and you can really buy anything with it since it's a gift card, but most people usually load money onto it and kind of budget themselves as they go around and try the food at the festival. And then on the back has a little card you can take off and plant in the ground, and we can actually plant some sort of plant. I think that's really cool, and it also serves as a paper that kind of protects your barcode from people stealing it. Toki's festival passport from Flower and Garden. I have one too, but we only really need to show one. In these you can put your name at the beginning as well as the date that you start and the date that you finish as far as completing all the activities and trying all the stuff. It's got stickers for each of the booths that you can stick on once you visit them or once you complete them, just to kind of mark which ones you've been to. And a good example, the Hanami booth. It's got all the food you can try there. You can check them off and then you can put the sticker down. So you can also visit the entire list of topiaries for that year. They usually add new ones and keep the popular ones. I don't know, but they've got, you just check them all off as you see them. other activities that you can do. Okay, so here is something she grabbed while we were in line for Splash Mountain, but it's a Ziploc bag that you can put your phone or any electronics in to keep from getting wet, but it's also, you know, a cool souvenir, and it's free. You just grab one from a cast member. So, we got a couple photo pass cards, just in case. And this is something that a cast member handed us as we were walking off of the bus from the Magical Express on our first day. And they just got little safety tips on them. Then this is our card for the Cinderella's Royal Table. This is a notebook that Toki bought at our Disney store back home that she bought specifically for getting signatures from the characters. So I'm going to go ahead and show you each of the signatures. First up we have Cinderella. And then that's Jasmine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Princess Jasmine. And then Aurora. And this is all from Cinderella's Royal Table. So this was all within a couple, not even an hour, we got all these signatures. Ariel, I believe, because of the bubbles. And right after, we walked out and met Alice. And then we got Pocahontas. Okay, so next our signatures from Chef Mickey's. We got Goofy, came by first. And then after that, oh my god. Donald Duck, number 1, of course. Pluto. Probably one of the best interactions we had there. Minnie Mouse, right?
Mickey.
That's Mickey? Mickey Mouse. And then that's Minnie Mouse right there. I know how to read. So now we gotta flip it over here, because next is Anna. We met at Epcot. Then right after was Elsa. Mulan. And Mary Poppins. Always a lovely interaction. This was the good interaction with Princess Jasmine. We had to have a do-over. If you don't know what we're talking about, I'll link the video right here. And I think our last day in Magic Kingdom, we met Tiana and Rapunzel, and she wrote Love, Princess Tiana. And then Rapunzel wrote Best Day Ever. That's it for signatures. We got a lot. So now on to our press pennies. We got Ariel, which is from the Art of Animation Resort. Next one is another one from Art of Animation. It's Simba. We resort hopped on a couple days, and one of the resorts we visited was the Contemporary, and this is a Jafar press penny that comes from the Contemporary Resort. Another one from the Contemporary, it is Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet. This one was from Wilderness Lodge the day we visited. Mickey press penny from somewhere in Magic Kingdom, we believe. So next up are a few pins that Toki got. These are bought from the Disney store located in the Orlando International Airport. Got Princess Jasmine there, and then last but not least, Aladdin and Abu. Next up is the last thing that she bought from our resort, and she said she wanted something with the year of our trip to commemorate this being the longest trip. And it definitely was the longest trip that we've taken, so she wanted something with the year on it, and she bought a Mickey figure, and he's got a 2019 shirt on. Final piece of merch from Toki is her magic band that came with the reservation. So, last thing, not technically merchandise, but with all this shopping, we had a lot of bags. And since Disney is trying to get away from plastic and going green, they have been doing the reusable bags. So she tried to get one for every park. So, first bag is a Hollywood Studios bag. It's got the Hollywood Tower Hotel on that side. And then other side we've got, let's see, Mickey Star Tours, the entrance as well as Toy Story Land represented. Next up is Magic Kingdom. And we have got Cinderella Castle on that side. And then on this side we've got Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Mickey, and the, I believe it's Small World. Yep, Small World. Epcot. This side is Spaceship Earth. And then the other side we've got World Showcase, Mission Space, Mickey, and Monorail. Next up is the Animal Kingdom bag. Tree of Life on that side. Other side we've got the Kilimanjaro Safari, Expedition Everest, Pandora, and I guess you could consider that the Flight of Passage. And then I think I keep forgetting stuff. And then Mickey, of course. And then this is just the Disney World bag, the general Disney World bag. On the front there is Cinderella Castle. And on the back you've got Mickey and the other park icons, the Hollywood Tower Hotel, Tree of Life, Spaceship Earth, and then last but not least, Disney Springs. So I believe you've got the entrance to Disney Springs there with the water tower, and then on the back you've got a winking Mickey. That does it for all of our merchandise that we purchased on this previous trip of March 2019. If it wasn't evident with how much stuff we got, we had quite a trip. I'm afraid that's all I have for right now. We want to go on a trip as soon as possible, and when we do, you'll see every step of the way. But for now, see you later. Bye. So you can... Yeah, there you go. Okay, B-roll.
No.
Those of you who are big anime fans, you know, even if you aren't, if you're big Studio Ghibli fans, you know about Princess Mononoke. This is Toki's.
Cut. No.
God, I can't read that. What's that say?
Goofy.
Oh, the goof. Oh no. I'm so sorry.